If you save at least $200 a week, you can have over $10,000 by the end of the year. Welcome back to my channel, guys. So I know that in some of my recent vlogs I've been mentioning that I'm super big into saving money. I asked you guys on Instagram if you wanted to see a video on my tips on how to save, whether it be $10,000, $20,000, $100,000, whatever it is. I have some tips for you, so I'm gonna just get right into it. I know we all have a bunch of goals that we want to reach, and this is always one thing that's always on my list, so I'm gonna just give you guys the tips that I have. But first, before we get into it, make sure you like this video because I did take you guys' suggestions to make this video. And make sure you subscribe to my channel to see more content from me. I am posting 3 days a week. And after I master this, I want to bump it up to maybe 4 days or every other day. So yeah. Also, this is a wig that I'm wearing. I just wanted to kind of put that out there because I know that I talk about my hair a lot on this channel. So yes, this is a wig that I'm wearing. And I just have a little hat on it because I love the way this hat looks with this color. So boom, no matter what your goals are, you can literally reach it just by following a few simple steps. So my motto is basically, if you can save $100, you can save $1,000. And if you can save $1,000, you can save $10,000. And if you can save $10,000, you can save $20,000, $50,000, $100,000, whatever it is, just by following a few simple steps. First thing you're gonna need is a job that gives you consistent pay that you know you're gonna get every single month or every single week. And this is gonna be the money that covers all of your bills and expenses, things like that. You're gonna need a job. So either a job or just some type of income that you know is consistent that will be able to take care of all of your expenses, because this is very vital in saving money. You're gonna want to make sure that you have that to make sure that all of your bills are covered. That way you can move on to the next portion, which is saving. So after you have that, you have your income that you know you're getting each month, you're gonna need to make a budget. So at the very top of your budget, you're going to have the income that you know you get every single month or every single week or bi-weekly, whatever it is. Have that at the very top. And then right under that, you're going to have all of your bills, expenses, things like that. So for my budget, what I usually do, I put what I make every month consistently, regardless of rain or shine, whatever it is, this is what I always make. Put it at the top. Under it, I start listing my expenses. So I have cable, internet, phone bill, water bill, everything like that is going to go right under that. And you're going to write down exactly how much it's going to be each month. For me, I like to do mine bi-weekly because I get paid bi-weekly. So I write down exactly how much it'll be bi-weekly. And then under that, I put down, let me see because I have it in my notes. So yeah, you guys can see I write my budget down right in here. So here, you know, I have my bills, and then right under that, I have exactly how much I spend on food, gas, Bella, and just extras. Now let's go ahead and kind of break it down into what each little portion means. So, you know, obviously your bills, they're pretty consistent throughout the month. The only thing that might fluctuate may be your electricity bill, water bill, things like that. But there are ways to kind of stabilize that. But also it's kind of always around the same price range. So write that down exactly what it's going to be. So for food, you're going to want to not go out to eat. And you're not gonna want to eat fast food. You're gonna go grocery shopping each week. Get whatever you need for the week to make a full week's worth of food. Obviously, you don't have to make it all the same day, but get whatever you need. For me, I like to think of what kind of meals do I want to cook this week, pretty much. So I write down maybe spaghetti, beans, fish, whatever it is. I write it all down in kind of like a menu, and I go online. I actually online shopping because I feel like it's easier for me to track how much I spend versus going into the store and like either waiting up till I get to the register to find out how much it's gonna be, or like physically calculating how much it's gonna be. I shop online. I go to Walmart online and shop, and I put everything in my basket and I can see everything before I check out, and I feel like that's a way better way to not overspend whenever I go grocery shopping. Put in my cart exactly what I'm gonna need to cook for that week, or you know, toilet tissue, paper towels, things like that. I'll put it all there. And then for the whole week, I'll eat off of that, and I won't go out to eat. I won't go to fast food places. And honestly, y'all, I feel like it's way better because you just feel better about yourself. You know that you're eating a good meal every single day, and you know that you're saving money, and it's just, it feels good to know that you're doing that. That's really important. If you do want to go out with your friends and things like that, of course you still want to have a social life. So I suggest maybe making one day out of the week that you go out to eat or go out, and you'll write down how much you'll want to spend that night. So you can write down like $40, $60, whatever it may be, and just incorporate that into your budget. That way you know exactly how much you're going to be spending, and it's not like a shock whenever you go out and you don't feel like you're like running out of money because you already set that aside to go out to eat. So next is going to be gas. So I know you guys may say, you know, I don't know how much I spend on gas. Gas fluctuates, etc., etc. But usually if you go back into your pay stubs, you can add up how much money you spend on gas each month or each week. And it pretty much is still consistent. So calculate exactly how much you spend on gas and put that in your budget as well. Sometimes I put a little bit more for gas than what I think I'll spend, just so that I know that I'm good pretty much. I don't have to really worry about it. And next, you're gonna wanna put some money down for extras. This is just money for emergencies. Usually I like to put around $80 to $100 in this, just in case I need to buy anything on a whim. I usually don't spend the whole thing, so whatever is left can go right into my savings account. And also I put down money for Bella, whatever I need, I guess just for like clothes and things like that, because for her food I also put that into my groceries. So I put down, you know, just a little section for Bella, and that can range. I usually do maybe about $200, but usually it doesn't even cost that much, honestly, guys. So yeah, now that you have all of your expenses written down, you're gonna want to add up exactly how much you're gonna be spending that month or that week. I'm just gonna say that month, and you guys can adjust it to whatever you want to do. But you're gonna want to write down exactly how much you're gonna be spending that month. Basically add up all of your expenses, food, gas, extras, add it all up and put it down. And then you're gonna want to subtract that from your total income. And whatever is subtracted is basically all that you can put into your savings. So whether it be $100, $200, $500, $1,000, $2,000, whatever it is, you're gonna want to put that. And this is money that you're gonna be able to save consistently every single month. If you don't have anything left over, then that's what we're gonna talk about in our next step. So whether you have money to save after your budget, or if you don't have anything to save, this is where you're gonna get your money to save. So the next thing that you're gonna need to save money this year is a side hustle. I suggest having at least 2 side hustles. If you can, do 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever you can handle. And this is what is going to really hype up your savings account, because this is money that can go directly into your savings account. You don't have to spend this money on any of your bills or anything, because that's already taken care of by your money that you're already getting. A few side hustles that I suggest, or I'll go ahead and start off with the ones I've had already. So some of the side hustles that I've already had is I've worked in a salon. Like I told you guys, I used to be a hairstylist, and that wasn't really my main job. For some people it may be, but for me that wasn't really my main job, because I do have another job that provides me more stable and consistent income. So anything that I made in the salon, I was able to put it directly into my savings account. If you guys don't want to go through the whole process of getting your license and everything like that, you kind of just want to save up money for the next year or two or a few years, then you can do box braids or braids in general. You don't have to have a license to do that, or you can do sew-ins, wig installs, or you can also do makeup. And these are things that you can do in your friends or family and pretty much the general public, and you don't have to have a license to do that. The things that you have to have a license to do is cut hair and work with chemicals. I think it's just work with chemicals, so like hair color, perms, things like that. But pretty much everything else you don't really have to have a license to do it. So if you do have a skill in that, or if you can learn it, then I really do suggest learning it, because it's a very lucrative business. People are always looking for beauty and always looking to enhance their beauty, so it's very good to get into that. And then all of that money can go right into your savings account, like I said. Another side hustle that I used to have is selling my clothes online. So any clothes that I didn't wear or I bought and it just never really looked right, I would sell them on Depop. And Depop is an online, it's kind of like an online store where you can sell your items, whether it be clothes or whatever it may be. But it's usually like clothes, shoes, jewelry, things like that, sold on Depop. So you can list your things on there. And I have seen really good success with that. A lot of times I would post something and it would literally sell the day of, or the next day. Like, it was so crazy, because when you're on Depop, pretty much you're marketing to other people that are like you, people that are kind of in your age range. And you can also share your Depop link to your Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, wherever it may be, somewhere that you know where there's other people that are like you, that kind of dress like you, and that will be into the same style. That's a really good one. Also, if you have designer items, that is a really big selling point. It can bring you a lot of money in a short amount of time. Whenever I would sell designer items, I would either sell them on eBay or Poshmark or the Real. The main one that I will go to, honestly, is eBay, because it was very quick to sell things. I can put things on auction and people can obviously, you know, enlist into the auction to get the item. And yeah, that was a really good way to make money. I know that some people may have more of an attachment to designer items, but me personally, I just don't have an attachment to them at all. Unless someone special gave it to me, it really doesn't hold any value to me. And if I'm not using it, I would rather sell it instead of collect it. And I would rather let the money in my bank account build up than collect all of these items that I don't use, strictly because they're designer. Like, it doesn't make any sense. And it can also make you a lot of money, so like, why not? You already bought it, you're not using it, so why not let it work for you? So yeah, I usually like to do this towards the end of my savings goal, pretty much. Once I'm kind of like at the end and almost about to reach my goal, I like to do this because it can really give you like that final boost and just get you to that goal super fast. Next, you can do things like Uber Eats, Waiter, etc, etc. These are little things that you can do whenever you have the time to do it, and you'll make money off of it. Also, babysitting on the side, pet walking, you can make a lot of money doing that. And you can also, if you have an apartment or a place that you stay and you have an extra spare bedroom, you can rent that place out on Airbnb and make some extra cash that way. People are always coming in town and looking for places to stay, so why not go ahead and list yours up? Just make it look nice and cute and clean, and you'll make some extra money off of that. And that can also help with your bills, or you can just put it straight into your savings account. So yeah, there are millions of side hustles. Like, literally, there's so many videos on YouTube of people just talking about side hustles and how many they are and what they are. So if you need ideas on side hustles, make sure you check those videos out. But pretty much anything that you feel like you're pretty good at and you know that you can make money off of it, you can use it as a side hustle and put all of that money straight into your savings account. And that is really going to boost you up, and that is going to take you from basically 0 to 10,000, literally. Because if you're not touching that money and it's going straight into your savings account, guys, it's crazy how fast the money can add up. The next thing that you're going to want to do is cut out all of the things that are unnecessary. So for me personally, I cut out getting my nails done. So as you can see, I don't get acrylic anymore. What I did though was invest in a few gel polishes and a UV light. That way I can do them at home, but if not, then you can just leave them plain and that's completely fine. Or if you don't want to cut it out completely, you can start getting your nails done maybe like once every month or once every 3 weeks instead of once every 2 weeks. That way you're not spending so much money on your nails, but maybe you do just want to keep yourself up. But for me, honestly, I just don't really care about it. I feel like if I want my nails done, I'll just do it myself, because it's just not that serious to me. I also cut out getting my hair done and like going shopping a lot. That's really important, because when you think about it, well, for me personally, I used to spend so much money on my hair. I used to spend about $200 for the install, and then about $400 to $600 for the hair, depending on what the hair is, where I'm getting it from, whatever. So that's about $600, $800, and that's every 2 months. So whenever you add that up, that's a lot of money that you're spending in a year strictly on your hair. So if you can, I would suggest investing in a few wigs that you love to wear. Learn how to do braids on yourself, or just simply wear your natural hair. Like, there's nothing wrong with your natural hair. I'm sure your natural hair is beautiful and you can learn how to style it. If you don't know how to style it and that's why you kind of lean towards the sew-ins and wigs and stuff like that, just learn how to style it, and that will save you so much money. So yeah, just cutting out the things that you don't necessarily need is very important, because whenever you look at your bank statements, you'll realize that you spend so much money on these things, and they're honestly very temporary. So you'll have to keep doing them over and over again, and it basically becomes another bill or another expense. Now, if you do have to look presentable for work, then obviously, you know, you can spend a little bit more money on these things. But if not, and you're in school, or you know, you feel like you look fine natural, then that's completely fine. Literally everyone is beautiful natural. You don't need the enhancements. So just cut them out for a year or two and focus on your goals of saving money. Next thing is shopping. I don't spend a lot of money on my clothes. I mentioned this a bunch of times to you guys, but I truly do not. I know a lot of people say that you should stop buying fast fashion and focus on buying higher quality clothes, so you'll be spending more money but buying less items. I kind of disagree with this, because if I'm saving money, then my focus isn't going to be spending a lot of money on high quality clothes that are going to last me a long time. Because if I'm focused on saving money this year and the next year, then personally I would go to places like TJ Maxx, Forever 21, H&M, and get very simple basic things that, you know, I know look nice on me and that I know I'll like and I'll wear. And I'll just get a few little things and wear them consistently throughout the year. This way, I'm not spending a lot of money on clothes. I have clothes that I know that I like and that I will wear, and I will feel good in them. And 3, yes, these clothes do not last you a long time. They're not really made with the highest quality material, but they will last you the year or 2 while you are saving money. So why, you know, drain your bank account trying to buy expensive clothing just because you know that it'll last you a long time? Just buy these cheap items for now, and then once you reach your goals and once you are more financially stable, then you can start investing in more higher quality, more expensive items. Yes, whenever you are saving money, it may seem like a drag at first because you are kind of like cutting back on a lot of things, and you're basically completely changing your lifestyle. If you've never had a budget, you've never tracked the things that you bought, then it's going to be completely different for you. But I promise you, once you start seeing that amount add up in your bank account, it's going to make you feel so great, and you're not even going to worry about like missing out on things, because you're just going to be so addicted to saving money. And that addiction is just going to fuel you to work harder, save more, and then once you reach your goals, it's just going to feel amazing. Also, whenever you're shopping, do not be afraid to return things. This is a small thing that makes a big difference. If you buy something and it doesn't look nice on you, literally return it. Do not just let it sit and like hold it, let it collect dust in your closet if you're literally never gonna wear it. Return that $20 item or $30 item and get your money back and buy something else or put it into your savings account. I know it may seem like annoying to have this extra step of returning something, but whenever your goal is to save money, you have to do these little things because it really does make a big difference. Also, a good way to stay kind of focused on your track is to kind of make like a poster, or maybe write it in your notebook, something of the sort, and write down your goals. So for me, I will write down maybe $20,000, $40,000 at the very top. And then under that, you can literally write down exactly how much you're putting into your savings account each time you get more money that you can save. So you can put down, you know, your goal, and then you can write down Airbnb $1,000, like you made $1,000, whatever. Put it there, you know, hair $300, whatever it may be. And then once you start seeing that add up, you can literally add it up and see how much closer you're getting to your goal. Or a really cool thing would be to maybe make like a timeline, like a poster with time on it, and have $0 at the start and maybe $10,000 at the end. And literally each time you make more money, you can just tally it in and add it up until you're closer to your goal. And that'll kind of keep you more on track to make it to your goal. Or you can just simply look into your savings account and add up how much you make, or just see how much you're making towards your goal. But I feel like making a poster would be way more creative and kind of much more of a visual to keep you on track. Also, any change or anything that you have, make sure you kind of keep it all together in one specific spot. Like any change or spare money, anything like that. And whenever you accumulate enough, just put it into your bank account, or, you know, go to one of those coin places that can give you cash and just put the cash right into your bank account. Anything that you can do each month to reach your goal, do it. Because if you can save $200 a week, however you do it, through your budget, through a side hustle, whatever it may be, you can save over $10,000 a year. Let me calculate that up. If you save $200 a week times 52 weeks, you'll have over $10,000 by the end of the year. And I know that we are in February, guys. So what week are we in? So we're in the first week of February, right? So we're gonna take 5 weeks off of that. So 52 minus 5. So we have 47 weeks. If you have a specific goal that you want to reach by the end of the year, you have 47 weeks to make it. So if your goal is, say, let's just say $10,000. So we're gonna do $10,000 divided by 47. If you want to reach $10,000 by the end of this year, all you have to save is $212 a month. Guys, that's not that much. If you guys have, you know, side hustles, and if you're budgeting yourself well, you can definitely make it to $10,000 this year. And whatever your goal is, whether it be 20,000, 40,000, 50,000, whatever it is, do the same kind of math and just kind of divide it by how many weeks you have to your goal. And this way you'll be able to see exactly how much you need to be able to save each week or each month, whatever it may be, because obviously some weeks you're going to make more than other weeks, so maybe it might be better to kind of calculate it by the month. But yeah guys, the last thing that you need to save money this year is honestly just being dedicated. At first, like I said, it may seem tough, but once you start seeing the money accumulate in your bank account, you're not going to want to go back, and you're just going to want to keep saving and saving and saving and setting new goals for yourself. This is all the tips that I have for you today. If I have any more, then I'll go ahead and list them down below, but I'm pretty sure that's it. These are pretty much all the things that I've done since basically high school to save money. It can seem very scary to go through and make a budget and look at your bank statements and see how much you spend on everything, but once you do that, then you'll get a good gauge of how much you spend and what you spend money on, and you'll be able to adjust your budget accordingly. But yeah guys, I hope that this video was helpful for you. I do hope that all of you reach your goals for saving money this year. That is one really big goal for me this year, and honestly every other year I'm always very big into saving, because I do feel like financial stability and financial freedom is very important. And just having that extra money saved up, it can help in a lot of situations whenever you need it. That way you never feel stuck. You always know that you have this money for whatever you need to do. Let's just say you just want to hop up and take a trip. Like, you know that you have money to be able to do that, and you can set it aside to do that. But yeah, don't start dipping into your savings too much. Make sure you set aside some savings just to travel and do things like that. That way you aren't doubling back and kind of dipping into your savings too much and setting yourself back. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Like I said, my giveaway is still going. I don't think I mentioned it in a video, but my giveaway is still going. I decided to extend the giveaway to February 14th. That way more people can have a chance to enter. And like I said, I am giving 3 of my bells $100 to do anything that you want with it. So if you are getting this $100, you can put it right into your savings account and save some money. But yeah, you can do whatever you want with it, honestly guys. All you have to do to enter into this giveaway is subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram at jasminebellex, like the giveaway video, and I'll have the video linked down in the description below so you can find it really easy. And then comment on that video your goals for 2020 and put your Cash App tag, because that's where I'll be sending. Also guys, I did just make a TikTok for me and Bella, well mainly me, but obviously Bella's gonna be on it as well. Yeah, I'll insert a clip of the TikTok that I just made if YouTube doesn't take away the audio. But yeah, make sure you guys follow us on TikTok. We have one post. My name on there is Untitled, and I do plan on being a little bit more active on there. I just started, and it seems like a fun little app. At first I really didn't understand it, but now I feel like it's pretty funny. So yeah, make sure you guys add us on there. And yeah guys, thank you so much for coming all this way with me. I appreciate you so much, and I will see you in my next one.